Before we get into today's video, I want to give a big thanks to our sponsor, the National Association for Gun Rights. With their rapidly expanding membership of over 4.5 million grassroots activists, the National Association for Gun Rights has led the charge to halt the radical anti-gun agenda across the nation. Not only do they work tirelessly to defend against attacks on our Second Amendment, but they also work to advance true firearm freedom in the form of constitutional carry legislation. They have made great strides in protecting and preserving our Second Amendment, but their effectiveness depends on people like you and me to help support them. I'll be sure to put a link in the description to check out the National Association for Gun Rights so you guys can check them out, read more about them, and even donate. Lastly, I want to give a big thanks to a longtime supporter, and that is ETS, or Elite Tactical Systems. You may know them from their really cool translucent magazines, but they also make really cool speed loaders for all kinds of calibers. Do feel free to check them out as well. Without any further ado, let's get on to today's video. Hey, what's going on, guys? Brandon here with Texas Plinking with a quick video, and one that I've been thinking about ever since I got my hands on a B&T APC9K. Before I got my hands on a APC9, I've had my hands on two different Grand Power Stribogs, and everyone was always talking about the Stribogs being an economic subcompact 9mm that took the form of an APC9. Now this one, like I said, is the K, so it's a really small one. I got it with a hooked up with a suppressor right now. We'll talk a little bit more about the specific setup in just a little bit, but what I have on the table here are two Stribogs. SP9A1 is a direct blowback PCC. It's a pistol though with the side folding SP Tactical. You could buy it without the side folding SP Tactical brace, and it'll set you back about $800 or so, maybe just a hair over $830, and it comes with 3 mags, and it's a really cool PCC 9mm carbine type thing. Once you go ahead and put an SP Tactical side folding brace, you're in it for just a little bit more than that, maybe add another $100. You're still well under $1,000. Well, for another, couple $100, the A3 is a roller delayed version. You don't realize how much better it is until you have to shoot back and forth between those two. And this one's got a little bit of a softer recoil impulse, but the way you see it equipped without the angle foregrip or same red dot sets you back under $1,100. It's about $1,050 or so as you see it, like I said, without those two accessories. And like I said, they take the form of a Swiss B&T APC9. But I've always heard that, and I never really shot an APC9. Up until a couple months ago, I shot someone else's 9K, and so it made enough of an impression to where I just wanted one to add to the collection. Now the APC9 from B&T is the first subcompact, submachine gun adopted by the U.S. military since I believe it was the grease gun, which is kind of interesting, but a very cool gun. I think the Army adopted it, by the way. But yeah, the 9K, if I took the suppressor off, as you guys can see, it is just a tiny gun. I featured this in, I think, 3 videos in the past, but we're going to give it some more attention here as we compare it. But as you see this one, without the suppressor and optic, this one's $3,000. Now, granted, that's with the telescopic tail hook brace. That in itself is about $750. You can get this gun with the side folding SP Tactical, but this one is just way more perfect for it. You're already spending the coin on the Swiss B&T. I think this one just suits it a lot better. Is it worth it though, to be honest? I don't know. We're going to go ahead and go back and forth, because what I realized in doing the bullpup comparison is how I get certain impressions on guns, and not until I go and run them back to back, I kind of see what they are. So just these two in their own right is going to be interesting. The A1 to the A3, the recoil difference from direct blowback to roller delayed. To talk about the setups, like I said, angle foregrip. These are some Crossfire Vortex red dots, pretty economic. On this one we have a Vortex Razor red dot and a Rugged Obsidian 45 in the short configuration. So it is a 45 ACP suppressor, but we're shooting with 9, just so you guys know what we're dealing with. Now, off the top of my head, other than the pricing, same comes with just the brand tax. When you're running Stribogs, you get different kinds of mags. The straight ones, and these ones, never gave me a problem, but if you store them fully loaded, apparently they can be prone to cracking. That's what I've heard. They now have them with the metal feed lips, which is really nice to have. They've also just released curved mags because of the tapered at 9mm. Nice to have, kind of like the MP5. Okay, so these mags are anywhere from under $20 to maybe just over $20. So it's pretty easy to have a lot. And they came with 3 out of the get-go. The APC, on the other hand, this is what came out of the box. You get 1 mag for the price of the B&T, and to replace it, to get additional ones, $50, $40 for the 20, and I got the 20 just so it's more of a compact form factor. So Anyway, that's probably as analytical as I'll get there. We're just talking about shooting impressions because that's most important to me. Let's start off as economic as it gets and work our way up. The Stribog SP9A1 direct blowback. We're gonna use our non-metal feedlit mag, see what we think about it. It never feels like it feeds, but it does. Nice and slick. Alrighty. I'm gonna start with the little swingers there. All right, let's waste no time, go straight to the A3, see what the roller delayed feels like. Yeah, going back and forth between those two, if I can only have one Stribog, I just spend the coin to get the A3. They are way, way more docile. Running the 20 rounder here so you can kind of see just how compact of a form factor that takes. Pretty darn neat. Tell you what, that's actually really impressive just how soft this one is. We still have a suppressor, which might help, but for the size of this thing, I mean, my gosh, that is soft. Talking about just overall build quality now that they're got no mag and they're unloaded. I remember when I first went to go pick up my Stribog a little over a year ago, I think it was January of 2020. Seeing the price point, I just expected it to feel cheap, not gonna lie. And it actually kind of surprised me. So you have a polymer lower that's all integral as far as the pistol grip. There are aftermarket lowers to where you can run different mags and change out the pistol grips. But just talking about the gun from, out of the box, it is all one piece here. But it's a good polymer. It's not that scratchy kind of plastic you're used to from other kinds of guns. This is like the lower when you think about a Scar lower or Glock frame. It's a good polymer. And the upper is, of course, metal construction with the Picatinny rail all there. It just is good balance. It's not, I don't know. It's not heavier than I expected, but just more solid than I was expecting. There's really no rattle other than just some of the things I may have put on there. But overall, nice field strip. Very, very easy to work on. And good looking for sure for well under $1,000 for the A1. For the A3, like I said, I think it's worth it just to get that roller delayed. But a super, super cool, pretty compact package. And they are a dream suppressed. They run everything well suppressed. Subsonic as well is a lot of fun. You have a charging handle on the left side. From the box, out of the box, you can swap that out to the right. Everything's pretty darn ambidextrous. Right here is your bolt release or hold open, so you can push that up and then lock it back down to release it. Mag release on both sides once again, and then from safe to fire, all pretty darn easy. So yeah, there's nothing that sticks out on this that makes me think it's super cheap. Jumping straight from that, what do you get for spending 3 times more? Again, with a polymer lower, you could switch out the pistol grip right away though for a different AR pistol grip if you would like to. Again, this brace, you could put the same brace as those, but this one is $750 in its own right, but it feels really good. Not that it feels $750 good, but hey, it kind of fits the whole cohesiveness of this gun. Ambidextrous safety lever, way more easy to get a hold of. The other one's more like an AR, but like really tiny. This one's got a huge paddle here, but all very nice and ambidextrous. Mag release here, a very firm button. Doesn't need to be like that in my opinion, but hey, it works. Ambidextrous as well. Bolt release and hold open right here as well. Down, it's kind of stiff. There it goes. And then up. So the charging handle is on both sides and it folds away, which is kind of nice. So you could go ahead and pull that back, go up on here, lock it back. But even that, like I said, just, oh, that was easier. But comes with backup sights from the get-go as well. These are much nicer than the other ones, but they also sit kind of tall, so they don't co-witness with this red dot. So something to consider as well. Yeah, it comes with a tri-lug adapter as well. Not that I'm using that right now. This is direct thread. Overall, I think I kind of ran through all I wanted to. Considering the size of it, and that's like just the crazy part, and that's not a roller delay. The thing's actually unbelievably soft shooting, and it does feel of really, really nice quality. Does not surprise me that it is Swiss. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot some more just because it's fun. but I think I could summarize it pretty easily right now. If you're already in the market for one of these, I mean, for like 800 something bucks, this is just so silly cheap. I don't know why you wouldn't. But then it starts getting to the point where just for a little bit more, I would go for the A3. This one's the A1 here. The A3, just about $1,000 less than 1,100, and you're set up with a really cool PCC pistol. But then of course, if you guys just want the APC9K because it's B&T, it's just what the Army uses for collectability, because you just want it. If you got it, you won't be upset, but it's not 3 times the gun. I think I'm pretty happy leaving it there. Let's go ahead and shoot some more because they're here. I left some for you, Jesse. See what you think about it. Nice. I don't know if you shot that one yet.
Which one? Oh, no, I have not. Is this the A3?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, okay. Yeah, it has like no kick.
Not too bad, right?
Yeah, very smooth. I like it. I prefer this one a lot more.
Someone's bougie.
I am bougie.
Well, it's nice to have the B&T just because it's recognizable. It's just a Swiss gun, and well, it's just nice. I don't know. I guess like I summarized it earlier, if you can swing it, go B&T. But if you'd rather just pay a third for something that is going to give you kind of similar kicks, those Stribogs are good bang for buck money, and I kind of just got affirmed that even after I purchased this thing. So anyway, I did buy this from Lead and Steel, but yeah, I paid a pretty penny and no regrets. I think it's super cool. If I could only have one 9mm little PCC, it would be this one. But definitely those Stribogs are cool value. Not much learned on this video, I don't think, but if you already have a Stribog, then I don't know. Just happy Stribog owners out there. But B&T APC9K is a very cool gun. If you have the means to, you'll really like one. It's a little single point sling on there. It's hard not to feel cool, but that does it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.